The music news for the streets, the music news for your beats, the news for the music stuff that you gonna need. We gon' talk about plugins, we gon' talk about gear. If it's news on this music, we gon' talk about it here. Let's go.
What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy, Some. Hit the keys. Here today to talk about some of the problems in the music production community here on YouTube. I'm going to talk about some of the issues that us as the content creators are having and some of the issues that some of you guys as subscribers are having as well. So I'll start right off with us as the influencers, the content creators, whatever it is that you want to call us. How can we do better in this community and how can we make this community better? I feel like one of the issues that we have in this community is the lack of collaborations and the infighting in between different content creators. So it's like, instead of everybody branching out and working with each other, trying to not just grow their brand, but grow the producer space so that more people hop into this space and so that more people are willing to view my content, your content, Av, Weaver, whoever it is. We just need to do a better job of working with each other because that's what all these other different genres are doing. So let's take a look at some of these other genres over here. So like when you look at like Kai Cenat, right? Kai Cenat doesn't need help from anybody, but look at all these streams and stuff he does with iShowSpeed because they're helping each other grow each other's brand. So you see there's a video, there's a video, there's a video, all these shorts, video after video after video after video after video, because they want to help grow that stream space. So you'll see like Kai Cenat has worked with all kinds of different streamers like Aiden Ross or, you know, the AMP group, or he's had all kinds of different people come in. So he's collaborated with all kinds of artists from Kevin Hart to Nicki Minaj to just everybody, right? So that's how his channel is blowing up. That's how that whole subgenre of streaming is blowing up. It's because they're all working together. So like, let's come over here and look. Here's another different category, right? So like when we talk about Uncle Roger, he collaborates with everybody. So you see all these collaborations with him and just Guga alone, right? So him, Guga, tried Guga steak again. Tried some of Guga and Josh Wiseman's food, and he collaborates with a lot of people too, Josh Wiseman. All these people have millions of subscribers, but they're willing to continue to work with other people because they're going to grow their brand and they're going to grow, you know, the genre, the whole entire producer community genre. That's what we should be trying to grow. So then we come over here, let's look at, I don't know, Smoking with AB. How much does he work with Mr. Make It Happen? So, you know, boom, Mr. Make It Happen, Mr. Make It Happen, Mr. Make It Happen here. You can see him, you know, Mr. Make It Happen, all this stuff he works together with this dude right here. They don't even live in the same city. One lives in Las Vegas and one lives in Virginia, I believe. But these dudes did all kinds of work together. And what's cool about it is like how they met, because AB already had 1 million subscribers, right? So AB already had 1 million subscribers. Matt, Mr. Make It Happen, only had like 50 or 60,000 subscribers. And AB reached down to him to pull him up to his level because he thought it'd be cool to work with them. And he saw some things that he was doing. And this is just from their podcast that came out today.
Me a message as I'm about to type him a message. We never spoke before ever in life.
Right.
So we must have been on the same train of thought because you're reaching out to me as I'm about to reach out to you. So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna wait to see what he about to say.
Right. And so what's kind of fake, because they both confirmed that, like they both went to go blind message each other at the same time. That's kind of weird.
So I stopped typing immediately and just let him send it. He just said, hey, I see your channel, you're doing good. You know, keep doing your thing. I'm like, well, shit.
Hey, let me pick your brain real quick.
I'm trying to learn as much as I can from you because at the time you probably got, you know, almost 700,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I'm like maybe 50,000, 60,000, something like that.
But look, what I saw, I knew you was going to be where you at.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You hear the love that they give each other in other communities. It's like in our community, we have this crabs in a barrel community, or crabs in a bucket community. So I'll give you one more example real quick, two more examples. So you see here, Marcus Brownlee and Linus Tech Tip. How much do they work? And I'm only going through all these different examples because these are different genres or niches on the internet. And all these people, all the successful people are working together. So they see the success that they can have together by just working together. Look at all this content that they've done together. And they reach out to the smaller ones like iJustine or just all of them. They all work together. They all see, look, they do all this stuff together. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're working with all these different content creators. Some of these content creators have 50,000, some have 100,000. I know she has like 75,000, right? But they're doing stuff with these people. Super Safe has how many subscribers, right?
What's up, guys?
2.12 million. Marcus Brownlee has like 16 million, and he's reaching down to work with these people because he knows he can build that niche. Look at Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp is reaching out to everybody. So Cam came on his podcast. He went on Cam's podcast. He got Cam a job at ESPN. You know what I'm saying? He got Ocho Cinco on ESPN. All these people are working together in order to improve the niche that they're in. Now, when it comes to our niche, this is how we react. And I wasn't even going to comment on this. I was just going to let it go. But I'm like, nah, let me go ahead and comment on it because it's like this dude's one of the biggest issues in the producer community. And he's always talking about issues in the producer community. So I know a lot of you guys seen this stream right here. This drunk something tries to defend Weaver Beats. Convo goes left. Well, if you didn't see how this started, because this went down on a stream. So this went down on a stream on this date right here. So the stream was like 12 days ago. And I just popped into Dame's stream and I was watching it because it was last Sunday, or it was 2 Sundays ago. So that day I had recorded a video, edited a video. I had did a live stream. And then I had company come over. We watched football all day. When they left, it was like 11 o'clock or something. It was like 11:15. And I had some more company coming over at midnight. So I was like, just popped on YouTube. Dame's stream was on. So me and Dame had made up or whatever from the beef that we'd had before or whatever. So I was watching the stream and somebody was in there and they were just acting wild. So I just commented that ninja was fighting in the shadow realm. That's all I commented, right? So then here's Dame, because the way Dame makes it seem, he doesn't make it seem like he's the one who was begging me to come up on stream, right? So let's just make it seem like, let's make it what it is, right? Yeah, was I drunk? Yeah, it was 11:30 at night on a football Sunday. I'm 43 years old. I can drink if I want to. So like, and for us in our community, it's like you're trying to shame me, drunk something tries defending Weaver Beats, but that's not how the conversation started, you know? Like we got on Weaver because you brought him up, right, in that conversation. So this was the topic of the actual stream, was subscribers address major issues in the online community, right? So then this is where he asked me to come get on stream.
Yo, hey, HTK, bro, I think you should come up here too, bro. I think you should come up here too, you know, and put on the table what you think are some of the key problems. You are an influencer, so I think it would be dope to get your perspective on what you think the core problems are in this community and how those things can be solved, for sure.
All right, so then I was like, nah, or something in the chat, because I had plans. So what did I say? I said, I got like 10 minutes if I'm up next, though. I ain't trying to be weird, but I got stuff to do, right? Because I wasn't planning on getting in this dude's stream. I had stuff to do. I had plans, right? And so then he's talking trash like, oh, there's 7 people in here in front of you, all this other stuff. Well, then that's fine. I got other stuff to do. My night wasn't predicated on getting into your stream. So then I just respond back, that's the problem. I already had plans. You put me on the spot to hop in. I'm just telling you I got something to do. I got company coming over in like 45 minutes. I can't cancel that. And so then in return, he's like, oh, you don't care about this space and all this. Like, bro, I'm not canceling my plans to get on your live stream and talk to you. And then you guys seen the conversation went left. So it was a smooth conversation for most of the conversation until we started talking about Weaver. But it's like us as the music producers, we don't listen to each other. We just take the parts that we want to hate on or that we want to like, and then we latch onto that and then we attack it. So like Weaver told Dame, he doesn't think that he robbed the dude, but you'll see how our conversation ended with Dame saying, oh, well, Weaver said that I robbed this dude. And all. No, that's not what he said. And he said multiple times that he doesn't think that the dude robbed you or you robbed the dude. He think that you should have gave the dude the $250 back or maybe a little bit more, but he doesn't think that you robbed the dude for $500. And he said that multiple times in the chat. I just went ahead and cut out some of what I was saying. None of that's really relevant. I just kind of got my point across there real quick. I don't want to spend this whole video talking about Dame and Weaver. I'm just saying that's an example of issues that we have in this space, but that's just not something that's going on with me. That's with a lot of people. And so in this space, it's so easy for everybody to fight with each other instead of just getting over it. Like if you were face to face with somebody, you'd probably take it, some of the comments as a joke, but instead we don't take them as a joke. So another thing that I think that us as influencers can do is that we can do a better job of supporting your dream. And what I mean by that is not crapping on other music genres, not crapping on the type of music that you want to do. So if you want to do sync licensing, we should support that and try to help you get sync licensing. I mean, not like personally sending your beats out, but just giving you the tips and the tools that we have to make your music better. If you want to be a producer, if you want to be an artist, if you want to be somebody who just plays an instrument, if you just want to be, you know what I'm saying, an engineer, whatever it is that you want to be in this music, that's up to you. And I see a lot of influencers talk trash about other different stuff or other different parts of music other than being an artist or being like a commercial artist, you know? But not everybody wants to be a commercial artist. Not everybody wants to be out there like that. Some people just want to sit in their room, make music, send it off and get paid. That's what they want to do. So I think we shouldn't knock other people's dreams or try to make them follow our dreams. Another thing that I think us as the content creators and the influencers could do a little bit better is that we need to all be honest. You know what I'm saying? At least as honest as you can. So whenever I do my reviews, I try to give you guys my honest opinion, right? I don't try to make something look better than it is. Typically, that's why I do my stuff the way that I do it. I just record or make a beat so that you guys can hear everything in action. I don't put any effects on the stuff if it's like a virtual instrument. So you're just hearing the synth by itself. And then I'll demo that and then I'll go through the stuff just, like as it is. There's no script. There's none of that stuff. So you're just getting me in real time telling you what I'm thinking. I feel like we all need to be responsible and do that because we have people who will grift for like Unison Audio, and it's not fair to the new subscriber or the new musician to put their trust in you, and you sold them on a $300 piece of crap that they can't use. I do believe that you should be able to review whatever you want to review so that there is a place for that review. But if you know that shit ain't worth $300, man, you need to say that shit, I mean, I understand that they're probably giving you a couple $1,000s or whatever for that video, but still, man, you're costing a bunch of people money that they probably can't really even afford. So another thing too is I feel like a lot of the content creators or the reviewers, they are too harsh on products sometimes. So like I seen Weaver said some bullshit about me in a stream where he said like a lot of the free stuff that I demo for you guys is trash. I think sometimes that we get disconnected as content creators where we think that everybody has the tools that we have. So we think that everybody's using Ableton, or we think that everybody's using FL Studio, or we think that everybody's using Logic or whatever the case is. Nah, man, there is a huge portion of my community that lives in countries that don't have the most amount of money. So they can't afford to spend money on plugins and stuff like that because there's no return on that investment. So I always will do the free plugin reviews because there's people out there using LMMS. The stuff that I'm reviewing, I had to catch myself there. The stuff that I'm reviewing is better than all of, the effects and the synths in LMMS or like, waveform. It's pretty decent, but a lot of this free stuff is better than all the sounds in waveform, so on and so forth with all these free plugins. The same with like MPC beats. There are some like sounds that are better. So like a lot of these pianos and these synths and stuff like that are better. I feel like there's a tier list. We'll just say it's a 3-tier list, right? So we'll say there's fire plugins, there's okay plugins, and there's trash plugins. I feel like if it's a free plugin and it's usable, it has to at least be okay, right? Because like we as the consumers and the influencers, let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and tie this into now as the subscribers, what you guys could do better. And it's not complain about everything. So the reason I kind of skipped right to there is because these two go together. So as the content creator and as the subscriber, it's not fair for me to be like, oh, this free plugin is trash. When it gets the job done, somebody probably spent a month, 2 months developing it. I mean, they gave it to you for free. They didn't charge you for it. How can it be trash? Or like people are making $20 plugins and it's got 100 presets in it or 200 presets in it. And you're complaining that it's too much or stuff like it's just, we got to stop complaining about the little things, right? It's like this community complains so much that y'all made White Sea Studio take down a video about Temu. So he got a sponsored video from Temu and y'all complained so much that y'all made this man take the video down and cancel his sponsorship. And it's like, why? Why can't he do a sponsored video for Temu? Like I've done 2 sponsored videos for Temu and I stand behind these videos, right? So like I did a review on a $299 mic, $1849, $58.99 mic, right? So these mics were all decent. Like for the price, they were decent. I gave these mics to my little cousins and one uses it to record his bass guitar, his trumpet, his flute and something else. And then the other 2, one records their vocals in it and the other one games with his, right? So it's like the mics will get the job done. I mean, they will get the job done. Or like I did a bunch of cheap instruments and I made a beat on stream with all the cheap instruments that I got, right? And I would still stand by those cheap instruments. I still got them in the drawer and I still use those to make beats all the time, like the shakers and all that stuff. I use them all the time to make beats from the house. So I really don't understand why y'all went so hard on this dude, White Sea Studios, for getting a sponsored video. When we do sponsored videos, it's different than like the rest of these other niches. So you're not seeing like a 2-minute ad for VPNs or, a 2-minute ad for Raid Shadow Warriors or whatever, Shadow Legends or whatever it is, or for Hello Fresh or whatever that stuff is. You're not getting a 2-minute break in the middle of our video. So when we get a sponsored video, if we do a good job representing the video, then don't go all hard in the comment section and try to cancel somebody for getting a sponsored video. Like every other niche gets sponsored videos. Every niche gets sponsored videos. But we can't get sponsored videos because for obvious reasons, it's a little harder in our niche. Like we're not going to get all the same advertisers and sponsors and stuff like that, like those other people are. But still, if somebody gets a sponsorship, just let them do it. If you can tell they're not being shiesty with the sponsorship, you know? And then it's like, y'all don't even keep the complaints consistent with the influencers about the complaining, right? So it's like, for instance, I made one video with the clickbait title, right? One video with a clickbait title, right? Y'all murdered that video. It's got like 20% thumbs down. And it was just me saying I'm leaving. And when I left and I went to Vegas to go get my kids. How y'all going thumbs down a video of me going to get my kids? And a lot of y'all follow the channel. Y'all know that's been a struggle over the last 4 or 5 years, right? But then there's other people in this community that y'all let clickbait everything and y'all don't say nothing. And then when the videos come out, y'all run to the clickbait. So it's like, y'all at least got to be consistent. If you're not going to complain about one person clickbaiting, don't complain about nobody clickbaiting. If you're going to complain about one person clickbaiting, then you need to complain about everybody clickbaiting. But y'all got to be consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can't be letting some of the influencers or content creators get away with stuff that y'all aren't letting other people get away with. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to be consistent too. And then the last thing I want to talk about with the complaining topic is just that we all complain about everything. So we complain about companies, plugins, updates, upgrades, all this other stuff. Next versions, next gen, stuff like that. I will say this, and I've said it before, I'll say it again. Sometimes the update or the upgrade isn't for you. So sometimes if they're just adding 3 or 4 pieces, it's for the next person that's going to buy the software. So do you feel slighted? You shouldn't. You know, like if you had a 2019 Civic and a 2020 came out, you're not going to trade your 2020 in for just 2 or 3 features. So why are you looking at it different with these plugins and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes every upgrade isn't for you, and that is okay. If you're making fire music, what you got, you shouldn't even be worried about the upgrade. There's no need to get your panties in a bunch or nothing like that. Just, you know, for updates or upgrades and stuff like that. So another thing is the infighting. So I talked about this briefly with us as the influencers, but you guys as the subscribers have to stop going to other people's comment sections because of what another influencer said. So if you're watching influencer A and influencer A has a problem with influencer B, you guys have to stop going to influencers B's channel and just giving them a bunch of negative comments, like especially on stuff that doesn't even involve you, you know? Like if you weren't going to watch the channel anyway, you have no dog in that race, then why would you watch this person's content and then run right over to somebody else's content and talk trash? That's nasty. That's like gossiping. That's not masculine behavior. I'm just going to be real with y'all. That's not masculine behavior. You know, you don't go from one place to another place and talk smack at somebody because somebody else doesn't like a piece of their content, but they don't even know this person in real life. So they're judging this person based solely off this content that the person's put together. It's just, I think that shit's weird, man. Y'all need to cut that out. All right, guys, so that's what I got for you in this video. I just wanted to make a quick video about this topic. I wanted to make this video last week and I wasn't going to make it, but then I thought maybe you should make it. So I do want to make this an open discussion. So I want to know what you guys think we can do to better the community, you know? Because it takes you guys' opinions, it takes you guys' actions, just like it takes our opinions and our actions. I don't think that the community is as bad as people are trying to make it seem. But I do think that there are some issues that we could clean up. Especially us as the content creators and you guys too as the subscribers. So make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. This nigga called me at the perfect time. Hold on one second. I literally just pushed stop on recording the video. But hold on, I gotta take this thumbnail picture real quick.
Some hit the key.